Hello everybody and welcome to the video of our recent trip to France, going down to the Loire Valley on our Kawasaki Versys 1000 GTSE, which is the version which has the semi-active suspension. Things nearly didn't go off to a great start because I had the bike go down, just got away from me, and as you can see in the first photo, I managed to break the left-hand footrest bracket, which is the one where the gear change is mounted. So at that point I thought we were going to be completely stuffed. The holiday had gone west, and I was in despair. I called Derby Kawasaki, who are a brilliant outlet, and the owner, Richard, and I told him what had happened. He just said, okay, bring all the bits off yours, bring it down to the shop and we'll sort you out. Wonderful guy he is. He took one off one of the bikes that was on display in the showroom, swapped all the bits from mine onto that one, so that he got all the original new mounting numbers and what have you to put on the one that was still coming. I paid him for the replacement. He came round, fitted everything up, and everything was fine. So that was not a great start, but after that things went tolerably well. Bike all packed, and hopefully tomorrow morning will be bonjour la France. Well, here we are. This is Cherwell Valley, the first stop on the way down. We've had a little bit of rain, nothing very much, enough to damp your jacket, but I am very happy with the effect of the Rain-X. When it's falling, the raindrops by and large dissipate into quite small droplets, so that's absolutely great. But so far so good, bike's behaving itself, and we're just waiting to get on again. We're just nipping to the loo here and carrying on, and then there's some services below Newbury on the A34 that we're going to call in at again, and probably have a drink and perhaps something to eat depending on how we're feeling. So, stop number one. Here's the A34, being the A34, and we're speeding up, we're slowing down, we're speeding up, we're slowing down, and there's no obvious sign of anything whatsoever. And we're about 9 miles north of the M4. Just under 70 miles to do to get to the port, and so far so good. Well, it is absolutely lashing it down now. I'm waiting to go through security. Oh dear. And Keefy is getting very wet indeed. Bang. Oh dear. This ain't looking good. So after all that rain, we were struggling. It was cold, So we were cold. Even with all the gear on, we were absolutely soaked through, because we'd stood out there for well over an hour in the pouring rain. There was very little shelter available to cyclists and motorcyclists, so we all basically stood there wringing wet. So by the time we actually got onto the boat, which was running late, we were probably getting quite close to being hypothermic, I think. When we got up onto the car deck, it was swimming in water, and those decks are smooth, and I just got to where they were going to tie the bikes down, and I stopped so that Ruth could get off, and the tyres basically slid out from under the bike and down we went. I probably bruised my back, my ribs were a little bit sore. Ruth got away a lot light, although it really knocked the wind out of her, and my first thought was, oh no, not again, I bet I've broken that bracket, but thank goodness nothing happened. I think the fact that the bike was sliding as opposed to it was going over static meant that the footrest folded up, and it landed on the slider that comes as part of this bike, and there's a greenish yellow line on one part of the left hand pannier where it obviously slid on the deck and picked up a bit of paint. We were helped out, we were checked over by the ship's doctor. We got the bike up, and as you can see here, it was fine. Got it strapped down, but you can see, I think quite clearly in the photograph, just how wet that floor was. I could have done with that sweatshirt this morning. Right, this is passport control. Bonjour.
You live in UK?
Yes. Merci. Right. Well, if we end up having to pay tolls for a bit, well, so be it. I hope it warmed up a bit. Trying to rain now. Well, there's a lay-by down here, that's the air, so we can nip in there and put the cover on the bag. Some toilets there if you want them. I just thought I'd record a little bit now as we're out in French countryside. Really nice if it did warm up a touch. Certainly a lot lower than it should be, that's for sure.
Thank you.